Shout out to J&J.
So I just want to send a shout out to J&J Sports for having me once again.
This is, episodes, man. You guys got a real good thing going on.
Everybody, I'm your favorite sports analyst, Jamar McKill, my favorite co-host.
Nick Gerwitz.
And y'all finna get served with J&J Sports episode 113. James, how you feeling this Sunday morning, man? How you feeling?
I feel fantastic. And we're not in the studio, but it's excellent to be back virtual for this episode.
Yeah, definitely had to bring the virtual back to you guys. We got to switch it up. But, hey, we got some good topics either way it goes, James, man. You ready?
I'm ready.
And you guys, we might have a guest pop in on us, old guest that we had. So definitely be looking out for that, man. But NBA basketball, man. So, James, ladies and gentlemen, we have the number one trade of the year. I wasn't expecting this one, James. Superstar Kevin Durant has been traded to the Houston Rockets for a nice little 2-3 year deal. James, how you feel? How did you feel when you saw this, when you heard about this?
Well, I love the Suns, and, he did as best he could there, but I guess they just weren't able to put it together the way they envisioned.
Yeah, so the trade was KD, he got traded, and they took Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, 5 second-round picks, and another NBA draft pick. So, and that's going to follow into this first question. How do you feel about this trade overall, man, and was it worth it? As far as, I guess, if you look at kind of KD's perspective.
I actually didn't realize that they got Jalen Green out of the deal, so I'm actually feeling a whole lot better now, although I still am definitely going to miss that veteran presence that Durant had.
Yeah. Once I put the pieces together, I would have had said no, just because KD, he's not that loyal, and like I said, he's an older guy. You got to think. I feel like most of these teams, they get desperate and they don't think about the future. You know what I mean? Jalen Green with the Rockets, that was ideal. Like, that's future. You know what I mean? He was, secure. And y'all traded him. I'm not knocking KD. KD is, he's definitely worth it. He's definitely one of those players that, you want to see on your team. But I feel like they took way too much from that. I mean, he's worth all of that, but it's like he gonna give you like 2 or 3 years. You know what I mean? And then after that, y'all got to start looking looking elsewhere. So I think it's a major asset. He's gonna be a major asset for the Rockets, but I feel like it wasn't worth it on their side. So if we kind of look at, well, I kind of already mentioned the trade. So they got Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks. So it's kind of like a dual package. You got an offensive player and a defensive player. Number 10 pick in the NBA draft and 5 second-round picks. And this to get us going, man. Now, there were things saying, and I think we kind of talked about this, things were getting heated between Kevin Durant and Devin Booker in the locker rooms. They said there was a lot of fights going on in Phoenix. Do you feel like this has anything to do with this trade? Maybe they weren't getting along?
Yeah, I think that definitely has something to do with it. I mean, I think if Devin Booker and KD were, best friends, it would be a lot harder for them to say, hey, you're going somewhere else now. But I think it's going to be interesting to see how Jalen Green now fits into the locker room. And maybe Devin Booker takes him in as more of a little brother type thing, whereas Kevin Durant was the big brother in the situation.
Right, definitely the OG in that situation. I feel like Jalen Green's going to be perfectly fine. He's that talented where he could probably sink in. He's going to be the franchise for you guys. I can already see that now. He's definitely going to be the franchise. And y'all got Dylan Brooks, so, man, I can see y'all going into the NBA championships in that range next season, because Dylan Brooks is a problem by itself, for sure. I think this is definitely one of the reasons why Kevin Durant, but I don't think it's the main reason, James. I think it's a reason, but I don't think it's the main reason. This has everything to do with him. But if we look at his last season stats with y'all team, man, with the Suns, he averaged 26 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 52.7 from the field goal range. Based off these numbers, James, do you feel like he could have done more as far as the numbers on that team, or do you feel like, I mean, that's good, that's pretty decent for our team?
Yeah, for a veteran, those are decent numbers, I think. And it's more than the numbers that you get with Kevin Durant, but it's also that presence that he has in the locker room that helps everybody else be better.
Definitely. I definitely agree. Pretty good. Yeah, I know y'all miss him. He will be missed. And just to end us off, man, based off KD and where he's at in his career, is he going to finish in Houston? Because if we look back at KD, we know he has a history of jumping team to team whenever something is not going right or something. Do you feel like he's going to finish here in Houston with the Rockets? And which team benefited more from this trade?
I think he's definitely going to finish with the Rockets unless he's just trying to chase a paycheck. And at that point, he's going to sign on with really any team. But the Rockets are up and coming, and they're definitely contenders, especially now with KD. Although, considering who won the trade, they lost a lot of star players there in Houston, and a lot of young players who had a lot of promise too. So I really would say I think Phoenix has won the trade now, looking over everything.
Yeah, they definitely benefited more from this trade because I mean you got offense and a defensive player. They both young and upcoming. You can mold them and have like a good 5 years with them alone. You know what I mean? Just on your team, and he's bringing ticket sales for sure. Like that's no question. So yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I'm gonna say the Phoenix Suns. I think he's gonna finish in Houston. Cause I mean, if we look back at his college career, he played was in Arlington? Not Arlington. He
UT.
played in Texas. Yeah, UT. So I think he's gonna finish, where it started, basically in Texas. So I think so. Yeah, they're gonna go up for. I know one thing though, James. The Houston Rockets ticket sales are gonna go crazy. They're definitely gonna go crazy, y'all. If y'all want us to stream a game or be at one of the games when we play, we'll definitely do that for you guys. But Suns got the better deal.
What's pretty interesting too is kind of the way that the NBA looks now comparatively, and that does it seem like maybe Kevin Durant wanted to come to Houston? Like he had okayed the trade?
It kind of gives it a vibe that because they always try to say, oh well, I didn't know nothing about the trade. They try to, but I'm pretty sure he knew what was about to happen. He knew he was gonna leave Phoenix. He probably didn't know if it was right, but I know he had a choice in it. Like he wanted to be in Texas. That's
For
basically
athletes that started in Texas, it seems like there's a good percentage of them that want to come here and finish their pro careers in Texas, which is pretty.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's a topic within itself, James. But yeah, I definitely agree. I think he's gonna finish here. Do you feel like he can get them a ring though? Because I mean,
He's capable of it for sure, but they're missing a lot of people there during that trade, and we're just going to have to see what they do in the offseason and how they build themselves back up.
off the steam, right? We just need. They just need guys that gonna match Jalen Green's and Dylan Brooks' level. As far as performance on the court. So we'll keep you guys updated on the Rockets. I'm super excited though. I can't wait to see him in a uniform and see what he does for this team. Hopefully the numbers are better. So we'll keep you guys updated on NBA basketball, Kevin Durant, and the Houston Rockets for sure. Man, we got some sports news of the day, James. You ready, man?
Ready.
First up, man, this is J&J Sports.
Coming to y'all live in 2025.